Hi guys, my name is Ari. This is Life in Florida. Welcome you, and I'm gonna show you something I got yesterday, and I have been eating it for yesterday lunch, dinner, midnight snack, and this morning, and lunchtime again. Check it out. It's a jackfruit. Have you ever had jackfruit? There is also several varieties from this one. This one is a seedling. One of my friends has this tree and it's a seedling, but it's absolutely delicious. So this is how it looks like. That's what you want to eat. Some jackfruits are actually edible, all parts. I have one variety that you can eat all parts of it. And also the seeds. You can roast them or you can boil them. They are full of vitamins. Very healthy fruit, by the way. And very delicious. So, delicious can be actually healthy in this case. Get a sweet smell that not everybody crazy about, but normally people who not crazy about the smell, they wouldn't like it. And I don't mind the smell, but it definitely it fills up your refrigerator or car, whatever you take it. But if people who don't care for the smell, normally they're not gonna be huge on the fruit either. But it is a very, very good fruit tree to grow if you have the chance to grow it. The fruit was about close to 25 pounds, 24 something. Big fruit, big delicious fruit, and I appreciate my friend who shared 2 pieces with me. You know, I normally buy it from Publix. Publix sometimes carries jackfruit, but it's not the same. This one is a tree ripened, almost like, it's homegrown jackfruit. It's very different. Everything, when you pick it at the peak time, when it's the ripeness or just the right time, everything, it gets better flavor normally. It doesn't matter if veggie or fruit, it just makes sense. But this one is like a dessert to me. You can eat it. You can eat it while it's green as a veggie. You can make substitute for pulled pork and all sort of stews, and you can eat it with meat as well. But it's very versatile, the usage of jackfruit. I actually planted a good couple of jackfruit. Today I'm gonna count it. The last I remember it was 9 trees in the garden. They are, many of them seedlings. They're not like huge, they're not producing just yet, but I can't wait for the day when they're actually gonna start to flower. I think I checked them too much. Same with the jaboticaba. Is there a flower? Is there fruit? Not yet. Are we there yet? Nope, not yet. But I really enjoy this one. And if you never tried jackfruit, juicy bubble gum, if you ever had juicy bubble gum, get the flavor after the jackfruit. So that's one thing, you can try that. If you like that flavor, then you will love this fruit. Some of these fruits are crunchy, some of these fruits are soft. They get different flavors, even colors. So if you have a chance to get your hands on a good variety, go for it. Very different fruit. I was introduced around maybe 5-6 years ago to this fruit. Or actually more than the time flies, but it was more like maybe 6-7 even years ago. And I instantly liked it. But this one is a very special one though, because my friend shared this one from his garden. So it's much better than any other jackfruit that I normally buy from the grocery store. They grow and germinate very well from seeds. So if you have the fruit, you can plant the seeds. That's my lunch. Dexter wants to come. You want some? Very sweet smelling. So let's count together how many jackfruit tree and seedlings there are in the garden. I definitely will plant this seed because I would really love to grow this variety. Like I said, this was a seedling, but it's superior taste-wise, and the big edible parts, they are huge. Normally I don't get these big packets. I just call it now packets. But this one, they are pretty big. Check it out. I just take out the seeds from it. Yeah, they are pretty big. Big pieces. This one freezes very well. One day, when I have a lot of them, a lot of this fruit, I will definitely dehydrate some. While it's not sweet yet, while it's not overripe or ripe, you can make jerky, like imitation. Get a very flat flavor, and you can spice it up the way you want it to taste, and with barbecue sauce and with all sorts of spices, and you can have your own little vegetarian, vegan jerky. Or you can have it sweet as honey when it's ripened up. I'm keep eating because I only have this much left, and I don't want to leave any behind. I don't want to waste this good fruit. Very sticky, my hands. I have to wash it, and I'm gonna start to count how many. Eyeshadow, first the dog, then the cat. Hi. You having a good day? So I'm definitely gonna plant some seeds before I store the. Oh, look at that! And this one is already started to sprout. You see? So let's see how many jackfruit trees and seedlings are there in the garden. I have a couple of seedlings about 2-3 years old. So let's check them. Let's count them. Yesterday I made a live video. It was pretty low quality, video quality. So I don't think you guys could see really what I was talking about, unfortunately. For some reason the video quality was very bad, but you can see the first Rollinia ripening up. Just a couple of more days and we'll be ready to pick. You can see the trees. Pretty happy. Grew a whole lot the last 2 years. But let me show you really quick the jackfruit seedlings. So here we go. Have 2 of them here, looks like, at the same place. A nice seedling, I would say about 12 feet high, around 2.5, 3 years old, I would think. And let's find the others. Let's find the other ones. I have a lot of little seedlings also coming up here and there, and I just planted some more today. These are the small seedlings, and believe it or not, these were planted at the same time. This is about 5 feet tall as the other one, the 12 feet, 15 feet high, but because of the banana shaded it out, it doesn't grow very fast, of course. There's 4 right there, 4 seedlings coming up. I made a video when I was eating the jackfruit, and I planted the seed because it was a very good jackfruit. It wasn't very high latex. I see one of the seedlings coming up here. And these are the biggest ones. This one I would say 18 to 20 feet. And these are also, I planted the same time, I believe. But they love it here in this area much better in the yard. And they are the biggest. And I think probably these will actually fruit faster than any of the other ones, even the one that the golden nugget, which one is already a year, 2 years ahead of these, but this one is doing much better actually than that one. So I'm curious, this variety, these are actually a couple of varieties I showed. This variety, you can eat all parts of it inside, the rag and the buckets and everything you can eat, unlike the other. So we were up to 5 right with the seedling, and this one is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 with the new one. So that's 10. You see, this is the new one that I planted. This was a pretty low latex variety, that white gooey stuff that's coming out when you cut up the fruit, and this was pretty low latex and crunchy. This was very good. This one is actually soft. Some of these varieties are the softer varieties. I do like crunchy though, but the soft get its place too when it comes to pulled pork and whatnot. And this is the number 11. This is a golden nugget variety. These not gonna grow up to 100-pound fruit. They are kind of like the name says, it's like smaller, like nuggets. And I heard that it's a very good variety, and I'm so looking forward to see the flower. Like, I would be even happy with the flower at this time. Like, I'm so looking forward to this one. And so, yeah, all together I see 11. I planted a whole lot of new seeds, and I'm sure there is small seedlings, even more seedlings than what I counted. This one is, I would say, about 10, 11 feet tall. If you have the means, try to plant it directly where you want it. And then you don't have to replant it, you don't have to shock the plant. It happened to me before that I planted it in a certain area, and I changed my mind. I was like, oh, that's not the best area, and I replanted it, and it really shocked the plant in a way that it kind of dried off, and it didn't make it. They have a long root system, and it's better if you don't disturb them. So that's the reason why I'm saying that from my experience, direct sowing for jackfruit was much better than anything else. Or if you don't want to direct sow it, make sure to get those deep nursery pots so they can grow, the taproot can grow. Up to 238. 238. And there is still a lot more to come. I'm actually curious to see how many soursop seedlings and trees I have. I know I have probably 4 mostly mature, 3-4 mostly mature one, but I do have a lot of seedlings from that as well, that directly sowed in the garden all over the place. So 238. So I'm wondering who's gonna win this little game, because so far I think maybe 2 or 3 people higher than this number. So I'm curious, like, who's gonna be close to the real number in the end. That is a lot of trees, and I realized many of them pretty tiny, and there's going to be a lot of trimming involved in this food forest, in this garden, but that's fine, because everything what I cut back, every vegetation that I cut back, I refeed it back to the earth, back to the ground, and back to the trees. So that's what they basically eating plants. Like I use plants, Mexican sunflower, I use nitrogen fixers, and every healthy trimmings is going back to the garden, and it's kind of like a recycling in a way. So I will see you guys later. Don't worry about watching the yesterday video. If you watched it, I apologize. I did not realize how low quality video it was. It was just very blurry. On my end, it didn't show up that way at the time. But then when I was commenting and I rewatched, that's when I realized, like, oh my goodness, that was pretty terrible. But yeah, I think I'm gonna definitely rather do the regular videos, because it's better quality than live streaming for some reason. I enjoy the live streaming, but I don't think it's fair to you guys, because you're not gonna be able to see what I'm talking about. So that's that. So I definitely rather do this. As for jackfruits, if you live in an area that you can grow them, go for it, because they are very versatile. They are very good food source, and they are pretty trees. Even if you don't like it when it's ripe and all the way ripened, that's no problem, because you can use it as a vegetable beforehand, before it ripens up. So that's the really good thing about it. So I'm sad because there's no more jackfruit to eat today, but I'm happy because I was able to have it for, I don't know, 4 times, 5 times already from yesterday. And I'm very thankful for my friend who shared the fruit, shared some of the fruit. So see you guys later. Have a great day, and I will be counting a little more. Bye.